Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. What does that mean? That means the weekend is tomorrow, starting tomorrow, and who doesn't look forward to a weekend? Okay, maybe just I look forward to a weekend, but either way. Oh, wait, nope. Everybody else? That's what I thought. So, getting ready for the weekend. Some of us, again, this is your very first time with us. And this is your very first time in the program, and for some of you, it may be, kind of your first introduction to kind of eating clean and exercise and all that good stuff. So I want to give you a couple tips that we found over the past few years of using these programs that have helped us kind of make it through the weekend. So the weekends are usually times that are really easy to kind of let it all go, right? Weekends are when, your friends want to go out to eat. You've got, in the summertime, you've got barbecues. I'm just standing out in the rain right now, walking the dog, so maybe not right now, but you get the point. It's an easy time to kind of get off track. During the week, we have a lot of structure, right? We're going to work or we're staying home, but we have our day-to-day kind of, structure, and it's kind of easier to fit the meal plan into those days and get used to it and work through Friday, and then all of a sudden the weekend comes and it's like, yeah, party, right? This is about balance, so we do have to understand that, look, your goals, you just kind of decide your goals, figure out how important they are to you to achieve, right? And then recognize that your goals and achieving them is a direct representation of, how much you stick to the nutrition plan, how much you put into the exercises and all that stuff. And in terms of how quickly you get there is going to be related to how kind of strict you are with everything. But with that said, it also has to be a lifestyle change. It has to be something that you could sustain, right? So we're all going to have kind of cheat days. We're all going to have times where we step back a little bit. We're all going to have those times, and the important thing is that we continue to go through it. But the other important thing is that we also build enough tools into our toolbox that allow us to kind of navigate those kind of tougher times. So one of the things that I do before a weekend is, if you plan on going out to dinner with your friends, take a look at your day's nutrition requirements, what you're going to eat, all those containers, right? The amount of protein, carbs, fats, veggies, fruits, all that stuff. Take a look at the allotted servings of all those, right? And then try to figure out, okay, where are you and your friends going to go to eat? Try to figure out that restaurant ahead of time. Go online, look at that restaurant's menu, and choose your meal before you go, right? Try to choose it as early in the day as you can. Choose, maybe it's steak and potatoes instead of broccoli, for instance, whatever it is, right? And I go, okay, well then, if it's steak and potatoes and broccoli, then I can say, well, I'll save 2 of my protein servings, 2 of my carb servings, and a serving of veggies, and that'll be my dinner, right? And then you eat the rest of the day according to that being your dinner already. We already know that, so remove those portions from the rest of your day, and then eat the rest of your day according to the nutrition plan. Then when you get to the restaurant, you know what a serving looks like. So you know what that serving of protein and steak and that serving of carbs looks like, and potatoes, and you determine how much you're going to eat based on that. So at the very beginning of the meal, you look at that and you go, that's 5 servings of carbs, because that's how restaurants roll. I'm going to go ahead and take part of that. And you can even ask the waiter, hey, can you do me a favor and put this in a to-go box? Or put this, somewhere so you don't see it on your plate visually the entire time. Because for some of us, it's really hard to stop eating when you see that on the plate. So that's one tip that I think is exceptionally important for when we're going out to eat with friends and kind of getting ready for the weekend, right? So kind of just point being is try to plan your nutrition around where you're going out. The other tip is, we spoke it a little bit yesterday, wine equals 1 yellow container. So if you're going to have a glass of wine, okay, I'm not saying a bunch of sugar-filled alcohol drinks. If you're going to have a glass of wine, recognize that 4 ounces of wine is going to represent 1 yellow container, which is 1 carb serving. So we don't want to do that every day. That needs to be something we do no more than really a few times a week, 3 times a week or so. But if you're going to go out and have a glass of wine with friends at the meal, that's fine. Enjoy that, but just recognize that represents 1 serving of carbs. So if you're going to save your carbs, you might be saving all of your carbs for that meal if you only get 3 servings and go, well, I'll have 2 servings of carbs for my dinner and then 1 serving with a glass of wine. If that makes sense. So I hope that kind of gives you guys a little bit of tips, helps you kind of navigate this first weekend. And if you have any questions, we're here, so comment below, and we'll be here to answer it. Otherwise, you guys are doing fantastic. I'm proud of seeing all you guys' posts, and I really hope this first week has been a good week. So I would love to also hear how this first week was for you. How did you respond to the workouts? How did everything go? You guys have a fantastic day. Everybody eat well, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.